I'm sure you've heard the news. Trump's comments about Jamaica have everyone talking. From the bustling streets of Kingston to quiet rural towns, the story has spread like wildfire, sparking heated debates in homes, workplaces, and even on street corners. Social media is ablaze with opinions, memes, and passionate arguments as Jamaicans at home and abroad weigh in on what Trump said and what it means for the island nation. The air is thick with speculation, frustration, and, for some, a sense of opportunity. But what exactly did Trump say that has caused such a stir? And why has it resonated so deeply with Jamaicans from all walks of life? But beyond the headlines, what's really at stake? Let's break it down. While the international media focuses on the sensational aspects of Trump's remarks, the real story is unfolding on the ground in Jamaica. For many, this isn't just about a foreign leader's opinion. It's about the underlying issues that have been simmering for years, sometimes decades. The comments have become a mirror, reflecting back the challenges and divisions that Jamaicans face every day. It's a moment of reckoning, forcing the country to confront uncomfortable truths about its politics, its economy, and its future. So, what are the core issues that have come to the forefront in the wake of this controversy? Trump's remarks have thrown gasoline on Jamaica's simmering frustrations with its own politics. For years, many Jamaicans have felt that their leaders are out of touch, more interested in scoring political points than in solving real problems. The comments have reignited old grievances, with some people feeling vindicated in their criticism of the government, while others worry about the impact on Jamaica's international reputation. Political rallies have grown more intense, and protests have become more frequent, as citizens demand accountability and transparency from those in power. The parliament, once seen as a symbol of national unity, is now at the center of a fierce debate about the direction of the country. Suddenly, everyone's talking about three big issues that have shaped Jamaica's past and will determine its future. These aren't new problems, but Trump's comments have brought them into sharp focus, making it impossible for anyone to ignore them any longer. In community meetings, parks, and even casual gatherings, Jamaicans are engaging in spirited discussions about what needs to change and how to make it happen. The sense of urgency is palpable, as people realize that the choices they make now will have lasting consequences for generations to come. First, political tribalism. Jamaica's two-party system has bred deep divisions. Think garrison constituencies where party loyalty rules and progress takes a back seat. In these areas, political allegiance is often inherited, passed down from one generation to the next, like a family heirloom. The result is a society where people are more likely to support their party than to demand real solutions to their problems. This tribalism has led to a kind of political stagnation, where innovation and compromise are rare, and the same old issues keep coming up election after election. Many Jamaicans are now asking, is it time to break free from this cycle and build a more inclusive, forward-thinking political culture? Second, crime management. States of emergency have become the government's go-to move, but critics say it's just treating symptoms, not the disease. The presence of police and military on the streets may provide a temporary sense of security, but it does little to address the root causes of crime, poverty, lack of opportunity, and a justice system that many see as slow and ineffective. Community leaders and activists are calling for a more holistic approach, one that focuses on prevention, education, and economic empowerment. The debate has grown more urgent in recent weeks, as high-profile incidents have underscored the need for real, lasting change. And third, economic austerity. Decades of debt mean tight budgets, crumbling services, and talented people heading overseas. Jamaica's young people, in particular, are feeling the pinch, with many choosing to seek better opportunities abroad rather than stay and build their futures at home. The so-called brain drain has left the country struggling to retain its best and brightest, while those who remain face rising costs of living and limited access to quality healthcare, education, and infrastructure. The government's efforts to balance the books have come at a high price, and many are now questioning whether austerity is the only path forward. Now, with the world watching, Jamaicans are demanding answers. The protests and town hall meetings are more than just a show of frustration. They're a call to action. People are organizing, mobilizing, and making their voices heard in ways that haven't been seen in years. There's a growing sense that this could be a turning point, a moment when ordinary citizens take control of their destiny and push for the changes they've long wanted to see. The energy is contagious, and even those who have been cynical in the past are starting to believe that real progress is possible. Is this the wake-up call for real political reform, or just another storm that blows over? The debates in Parliament and on the streets are fierce, with politicians and citizens alike grappling with tough questions about leadership, accountability, and the future of democracy in Jamaica. Some see this as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to break with the past and chart a new course, while others worry that the momentum will fade once the headlines die down. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the choices made in the coming months will shape the country for years to come. Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: Jamaica is at a crossroads, and the world is watching to see which path it will choose. The conversations sparked by Trump's comments have opened old wounds, but they've also created new possibilities. Whether this moment leads to real change or simply fades into memory will depend on the courage and determination of the Jamaican people. For now, the nation holds its breath, waiting to see what comes next. But let's dig even deeper. In schools across Jamaica, students are now debating these issues in civics classes and after-school clubs. Teachers are encouraging young people to think critically about the country's future and to imagine what kind of Jamaica they want to inherit. For many, this is the first time they've felt their voices truly matter. The next generation is watching closely, learning from the mistakes and triumphs of those who came before, and preparing to step into leadership roles themselves. The conversation isn't limited to the island. Across the globe, the Jamaican diaspora is weighing in, sharing their perspectives and offering support. In cities like New York, Toronto, and London, Jamaican communities are holding forums and virtual town halls, connecting with family back home and brainstorming ways to help. The sense of unity is strong as people realize that the fate of Jamaica is a shared responsibility no matter where they live. Meanwhile, a new wave of entrepreneurs and innovators is rising. In co-working spaces and startup hubs, young Jamaicans are developing solutions to the country's toughest problems. From tech startups tackling crime prevention to social enterprises focused on education and health, there's a sense that the old ways aren't the only ways. These changemakers are determined to prove that Jamaica can be a place of opportunity, creativity, and growth. In rural areas, farmers and community leaders are also stepping up. They're organizing cooperatives, investing in sustainable agriculture, and finding new ways to support each other. The challenges are real: climate change, market instability, and limited resources. But so is the determination to build a better future from the ground up. These grassroots efforts are a reminder that change doesn't always start at the top. Sometimes it begins with neighbors working together. And let's not forget the artists, musicians, and storytellers. Jamaica's creative community is using this moment to inspire, challenge, and unite. Through music, art, and poetry, they're giving voice to the hopes and fears of the nation. Their work is sparking conversations, building bridges, and reminding everyone of the power of culture to heal and transform. Around dinner tables, families are having honest conversations about the future. Elders are sharing stories of resilience and struggle, while young people ask tough questions and dream big. These intergenerational dialogues are helping to bridge divides and build understanding, ensuring that the lessons of the past inform the choices of tomorrow. Across the island, volunteers are rolling up their sleeves and getting to work. From cleaning up beaches to planting trees and supporting the most vulnerable, these acts of service are a testament to the Jamaican spirit. They show that even in times of uncertainty, people are willing to come together and make a difference. Faith communities are also playing a vital role. Churches, mosques, and temples are offering spaces for reflection, dialogue, and healing. Religious leaders are calling for unity, compassion, and a renewed commitment to justice. Their messages are resonating with many, providing hope and guidance in a time of uncertainty. The media, too, is evolving. Journalists are digging deeper, holding leaders accountable, and giving voice to those who are often overlooked. Talk shows and panel discussions are exploring solutions, not just problems, and encouraging viewers to get involved. The national conversation is more vibrant and inclusive than ever before. As the sun rises over Jamaica, there's a sense of possibility in the air. The challenges are daunting, but so is the determination to overcome them. Trump's comments may have sparked the latest debate, but the real story is the resilience, creativity, and unity of the Jamaican people. The journey ahead won't be easy, but if history is any guide, Jamaica will find a way forward, together.